Hi, and welcome. This is Priscilla Gendron from the Wellness Lifestyle Conference. And joining me today is the amazing psychic medium and author, Leo Bonomo, who will be joining me on Saturday at 2 p.m. South African Standard Time in Psychic Talk. And I wanted to just introduce him to you again. He's been a firm favorite amongst all our subscribers to our channel and our site. And we have great pleasure in welcoming him back. So welcome, Leo.
Hi, welcome, and I'm really looking forward to this chat on Saturday, and I'll be speaking about myself, my book Summerland, and I shall be talking about my gifts and some of my experiences, and I'll also be talking about an upcoming book, Leslie Flynn. It's based on Leslie Flynn, and it's called The Voice of Spirit, and it's transcriptions and recordings, and I shall tell you more about that later. I'm very excited to be here.
Fantastic. Thank you, Leo. Talking about spirit, we both are psychic mediums, and we've both had our own journey in life in getting us to where we are today in career-wise. So what are some of your obstacles that you had sort of growing up as a psychic medium?
I think the main one was that I didn't really have the support. My mum had left us when I was 9, so leading up to that, I only really had my dad, and him, despite having twin experiences and knowing when his twin had passed away, etc., he didn't believe in this at all. So I was kind of left on my own, but in a sense that was better because the people that I needed to speak to were spirit anyway. So I got lots of encouragement and wonderful, wonderful experiences.
Yeah, that's always amazing, isn't it? Because, when we are doing the profession we are, it's very difficult sometimes to pinpoint it or to describe it to somebody else who's never had that kind of experience.
Yes, and especially with someone like my dad, because him not believing it at all, it would be easy to see that he would come out with, it's just your imagination, it's an imaginary friend, grow up, you'll get over it. Which millions of people do, of course. Absolutely, yeah. So millions of people do that. But in the sense, I kind of closed in and just related to spirit. So they were my mainstay within the family. So in that sense, I was quite isolated, but brought huge benefits.
Yeah, I had a very similar thing, although I did have a mother who did have sixth sense. It fell to me to carry it, as you say, you carry it on your shoulders. And I think it actually makes you a stronger person because, when you come to your gift yourself, I feel like it makes it stronger for you when you are standing in your truth of who you are as a person.
Absolutely. You get to rely on yourself. And if I needed any information at all, then it would be through spirit, so they would show me things. I would experience physical mediumship. I would be levitated, which I found great fun, loved it. And and that so whereas I suppose most people would direct questions to an adult or have you experienced this or that, I had only them to relate to, and I think for me that made a much stronger bond. It was like a spirit family. It was like living with a spirit family. They were almost, in a sense, physically there, and
Yes.
so great experiences. And of course you get the encouragement from them as well, and they show you lots of things in subtle ways, and it's sometimes only many years later those little things come back and you think, oh, that is clever. I understand why you've done that now. But
they can be very subtle when they want to be.
Absolutely.
One of the questions I always used to get is like, I'm saying, weren't you ever scared, talking to dead people? And I used to always say, well, no, it's because I didn't know any better. So how did that feel for you? Because I didn't know any better because I always had it. So I didn't know not to be scared.
Yeah, there were times when I was slightly on edge, but that was more as I was growing up and they were allowing me to experience more, but in different areas, on the slightly dark side. But to me, they were always friendly, comforting. They played games and kept me entertained in that way. So for me, it never really entered into it. I'd come from a point of like when I saw my first spirit, that was normal. The only thing that was odd was the top hat and towels and that kind of thing. So it never struck me as not being normal. Um, it's only when you grow older and people start to point things out, that you feel a bit weird. You learn to keep quiet. That's the point where you learn to just hold it in, say nothing.
Yes, true. So, well, I hope that this has tantalized everybody's taste buds of what to come on Saturday. And I'm just so grateful that we're going to have the amazing Leo with us on Saturday live. So if you feel inclined to join us, please feel free to subscribe to our website, which is the wellnesslifestyleconference.com. And we look forward to seeing you there. It is 2 p.m. South African Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. for Leo. And I will be reminding him.
There's one thing I can't handle is all the different time zones all over the world. But I shall be ready. I shall be dressed properly, and I shall be shaved. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Leo, and we'll see you on Saturday. Bye-bye for now.
God bless. Bye.